like the Egyptian, like the Babylonian that used to worship the sun. Right? Let's continue. For if Yahweh Shai had given them rest, so because a lot of you in the Christian church, you said the Lord done away. So the servant is telling you, if Christ had told us, if Christ had told us the Shabbat law is done away with, guess what? Then we will all understand. But Christ never teach anything like that. Christ, he never said anything like that. He did not. Christ, what did he say? If you love me, keep my commandment. If you love me, keep my commandment. Keep the commandment. Keep the commandment. That's why Yahweh Mashiach said throughout the whole Bible. He said, I came now, think now, Matthew 5:17. Think now that I'm come to destroy the law of the prophet. He said, no. He said, until heaven and earth pass, not a jot, not a title shall in any wise pass away from the law until all be fulfilled. Is all fulfilled now? No. So what are you talking about? So keep in mind. So who deceive you? The slave master, your conquistador, the one that came here and stole the land, the one that conquer you and give you English, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and the list goes on and on and on. They're the one that deceive you. The Christian church, the one that deceive you. They taught you lie. Your university, your schools, right? Your high school, your middle school. They're the one that taught you lie, man. That's why you got to wake up right now. Wake up. Right? He said, for if Yahweh Shai had given them rest, then will he not afterward have spoken of another day? Right? There remain therefore. He said, consequently. Consequently. The word there for me was, in conclusion, in summary, to sum up, right? What can we return from this part? He said, there remain therefore a rest to the people of God. So the Israelites, we must keep the Shabbat. We must keep the Shabbat. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. We must keep the Shabbat of the Most High. We got to. We have to keep the Shabbat of the Most High. We are to keep the Shabbat. Friday sundown, Saturday sundown. He said, there remain therefore a rest to the people. For he that is entered into his rest. So if you keep in the Shabbat, he also has ceased from his own works. His own works. Now Esau changed it. This is what Esau say. Let's read it. This is what Esau have said. This is what Esau say. Esau say, I am on this one. You can take a look at it, brother. The new brother right there, you see. He said, Title 3, concerning new law against the Jew. So this law were enacted by the Christian church in the 6th century, right? In the 6th century, this law was set up by the Christian church, mainly the Catholic church. The Catholic church and the kings in where? France, Germany, Italy, Spain, England, and the list goes on and on and on. To kill the Israelites, to keep them into exile, right? So let's read what they say. He said, every Jew shall cease from labor on Sunday, but the Bible says on the Shabbat. You see? He said, Law 5 said, Jews should not presume to keep the Shabbat. You see that? You see that? They forbid, say, you can't keep the Shabbat. Right? Or celebrate festival day, the high holy feast day of the Most High, the Passover, the feast of unleavened bread, the feast of new moon, the feast of the new season, the feast of tabernacle, the feast of dedication, right? And the list goes on and on, right? He said, Jews should not celebrate Passover according to their custom. You see that? Or practice circumcision, or induce any Christian to renounce the church of Christ, which is Caesar Borgia. We know Jews should not presume to keep the Shabbat or celebrate festival day, right? According to their ritual, according to our law, according to the decree of the Most High, as it was given unto our forefather Moshe, as it was given unto Moses. You see that? There we go, man. There we go, buddy. There we go. Welcome in the jungle. Welcome in the jungle, buddy. This is Christianity for you. There we go. This was coming from what? The Christian church, brother and sister. So don't label yourself Christian. You are not a Christian, brother. If you are a so-called blacks, Latino, and Latino based on your father, based on the seed of your father, guess what? You are an Israelite. You are an Israelite. Okay? They say every Jew shall cease from labor on Sunday and on all appointed holiday. Which holiday? Pagan holiday. Christmas. Right? Pagan Thanksgiving. Pagan New Year. All those New Year, your birthday is for Satan. It's for the devil. It's not for the Most High. God is against your birthday, Mother Days, Father Days, Christmas. God is against it. That's why God is going to destroy this place. And He is going to destroy the 2/3. Why? Because you follow the way of the heathen. Let's get back to Hebrew. Before I continue in this article, let's get back in the book of Hebrew. Hebrew 4, and let's read. Hebrew chapter 4 and verses 10. For he that is entered into his rest, if you keep in the Shabbat, he also has ceased from his own works, as Yahweh did from his. Let us labor, let us work, therefore to enter into that rest. So keep in mind, you got 6 days, you want to make money, the Most High give you 6 days to make your money. The Most High give you 6 days to make your money. The 7th day is the day of rest. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. The Shabbat must be kept. Regardless where you live, regardless your situation, the Shabbat must be kept. Alright? He said, let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example, right, of unbelief. There we go. So we got to keep the Shabbat. That's how you're going to be saved. Is by keeping the Shabbat. You got to keep it, buddy. You got to keep it. Right? Let's read Esther 2 and 20. This is the book of Esther, chapter 2 and verse 20. Esther 3 and 20. Excuse me. So like it. Esther 3 and 20. Right? Let me see if I get it. Esther 2 and 20. Right? This is the book of Esther, chapter 2 and verses 20. Esther had not yet shewed her kindred nor her people, right? As Mordecai had charged her. For Esther did the commandment of Mordecai, like as when she was brought up with him. So the sister, the brother, though they were in slavery, in captivity, guess what? They kept the commandment of the Most High. So let us continue on some of this law that is so the Christian church, they set up against our people. They don't want us to keep the commandment. Do they want us to keep the law? They don't want us to keep the commandment. Right? So you got to keep in mind, brother and sister. Keep in mind. Let's read it. This is the law. This is law 7. It says, Jews shall not make any distinction in their food according to their custom. You see that? He said Jews should not make any distinction in their food according to their custom. What are they talking about? They say we should not be separating the clean from the unclean. But in the law, in the Torah, Leviticus chapter 11, Deuteronomy chapter 14, and the list goes on and on. The Most High say, you know what? This is the list of the unclean and the clean. We cannot eat anything that is unclean. Is abominable. We holy people set apart. The heathen said, what did they say? They set up the law. He said, you know what? No. No. He said what? Jews shall not make any distinction in their food. Right? You see? According to their custom. You see that? Law 8. A Jew shall not marry a person nearly related to him by blood. So what they were trying to do, Because they know it's against our custom to marry the heathen. They know. What did Nehemiah did? When you go in the book of Nehemiah, what did he do? He whipped some of our people and plucked up the hair. Because our people, they married the heathen. In the beginning, the Most High told Moses, he said, thou shalt not marry their daughter, neither shalt thou give them what? Your son. No. The Most High said, don't marry them. Don't marry them. You can't marry the heathen. That's what the Most High said. But today, the Christian church say, it doesn't matter your color. That's what they say in the Christian church. It says color doesn't matter. go look at your heart. That's the music in a Christian church. That's the music. Let's read it. He said, well, a Jew shall not marry a person nearly related to him by blood or contract marriage without the benediction of a priest. There we go. That's how they came up with what? The Christian marriage. The wedding that you see in the Christian church today is antichrist. It's not biblical. Okay? It's not biblical. Marriage, according to our custom, according to the Bible, is done by what? Dowry and sex. It's dowry and sex. And the girl or the woman is a virgin. Okay? Not a whore. You can't pay a dowry to a whore. The dowry was only to a virgin girl, a virgin maid, a girl that no man has touched. That's what we call true marriage. When the Most High made Eve, no one touched Eve, right? The Most High brought Eve unto who? Adam. Keep in mind, the marriage that you do today in the Christian church, where the woman got a gown, and the gown is sweeping the floor of the Christian church, that's a Babylonian wedding. That's a Babylonian marriage. That's an Egyptian form of marriage, where you put on the ring for one another. It's not in the Bible. It's nowhere to be found in the Bible. You can't find in the Bible. So where are the root? That's what we're reading right now. They said you gotta be what? You gotta be what? You gotta be wed through who? The priest or the pastor. No. Who established the wedding or the marriage? Who established marriage? It's the Most High. So there is no need of your pastor or your priest. No. There is no need. All you need is a virgin maid, a virgin girl. Right? Not boyfriend and girlfriend. Your boyfriend and girlfriend, that's for the Christian church. And neither is there fiancé in the Bible. There is no fiancé. No. Or you get a wife, or you get a husband. Right? Wife and husband. Not boyfriend and girlfriend. No. That's antichrist. That's garbage. Boyfriend, girlfriend, that's weakness. That's why you see young girls, 6 years old, 8 years old, they're pregnant, they pop, touch all over the place. Because the father can't keep them in order. The mother can't keep them in order because they're busy themselves hurrying. The father and the mother, they're busy hurrying. They're busy prostituting. They're busy. They ain't got no time to raise up their son and daughter according to the law, the commandment of the Most High. Because Satan told them, you know what? You can't follow your custom. That's what we see right now. That's what is happening. That's what is happening right now, brother and sister. Right? That's why we tell the brother and the sister, wake up and repent and keep the commandment of the Most High. Wake up, repent, and keep the commandment of the Most High Yahweh. God is not mocked. He's going to judge you. You think God is mocked? You can't mock God, man. The Most High, He will judge you. Right? The Most High, He is going to judge you. Right? Let's read it. He said, well, a Jew shall not marry a person nearly related to him by blood or contract marriage without the benediction of a priest. No. We already received the benediction from who? The Most High. The benediction we received is from the Most High. We do not need it from your official, right? The mayor, we don't need them. We don't need them. The Moses already set up the marriage from the beginning. The Christian church has set up war, whoredom, prostitution, weakness that defiled the land. Young girl being defiled, being touched, because the father, the mother, they don't believe in the Bible. They believe in Christianity. Let's read. The Lord 9, it says Jews who insult our religion. So if you go against Christianity, right? That's why you see YouTube and many of these people, the politicians, what do they say? They say the Israelites were teaching hate. No. There's nothing new under the sun. What did they say? Let's read it. There was a law against our people if they expose Christianity or they expose Illuminati, Freemasonry. There was a law against them. Let's read it. It said, Law 9. It said, Jews who insult our religion while attempting to defend their own sect, right, shall not betake themselves elsewhere, nor shall anyone shelter them while fugitive. So you see that? They say if there be any Israelite, a so-called blacks, a so-called Latino and Native in the truth, that expose Christianity to give glory unto the Most High Yahweh, they say, listen, don't protect them because we're going to put them to death. So it's about to happen. That's what Yahweh Shai say. Yahweh Shai, that's what he said. He said, if you reject Hamashiach before men, before the public, guess what? He will reject you before his father. If you denounce Hamashiach, you reject him before your father, your mother, your boss, before the president, guess what? You will be rejected before the Most High. You see that? You see that? That's what we call judgment. That's what we call justice. The Most High told you, right? If you reject God, guess what? What's going to happen to you? You don't believe in God. You don't want to keep the commandment. Guess what the Most High say? The Most High say, you know what? I'm going to reject you. Right? Now let's see what Esau say. Esau say, he said, Jews who insult our religion while attempting to defend their own sect, right, shall not betake themselves elsewhere. So you can't go hide, right? If you expose Christianity, if you expose the weakness of the Christian church, that's what they say. Nor shall anyone shelter them while fugitive. You see that? They say, no, don't let them come and hide in your house or in your basement. No. Law 10. Let's go to it. Law 10 against the Jew. He said, no Christian shall accept a gift from a Jew. There we go. You see that? He said, no Christian shall accept a gift from a Jew. There we go. You see that? To the detriment of the Christian faith. There we go. He said, because of the Christian faith? No. He said, don't do that. Law 11. Jews should not dare to read such book as the Christian faith reject. You see that? That's when they came with one canonical. That's when they remove what? This is when they remove what? The Apocrypha from the Bible. You see that? You see that? So they said the book that the Christian church does not recognize, right? They said we should not be reading this book. You see? That's why they sat down the wicked and said, well, this is canonical, this is not, man, don't listen to them. Who are they, man? Who are they? You see that? Proof, man. Because this expose them and this reveal unto us who we are according to the Bible, according to the word of the Most High. Let me go to 1 Maccabee again, chapter 1. First Maccabee chapter 1. This is the book of 1 Maccabee chapter 1 and verses 59. Now the 25th day of the month, they did sacrifice upon the idol altar, which was upon the altar of Yahweh, at which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that caused their children to be circumcised. And they hanged the infant about their necks, and rifled their houses, and slew them that had circumcision. Right? Them that have circumcised them. Howbeit, many in Israel were fully resolved and confirmed in themselves not to eat any unclean thing. You see, in the time of the Maccabee, our forefathers, what did they say? They said, we will not eat your pork. We will not eat your shrimp. We will not eat it. He said, we will not eat it. They resumed not to eat it because it's dirty, because it's abominable, because it's filthy. Right? He said, wherefore they choose rather to die. Our people in the Christian church, do they want to die for the law of the Most High? They don't. They don't want to die for the law of the Most High. Do they? They don't want to die. They want to save their life. They want to save themselves. They want to save themselves. What? This is what our forefathers say. That's what they've done. He said, wherefore they choose rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meat, and that they might not profane the holy covenant. You see that? They don't want to profane the holy covenant. Our people today is nothing to them. So then they died, and there was very great wrath upon Israel. You see that? Very great wrath upon Israel. So it's nothing new. So this thing happened in the time of who? I just use so many, I'll say, kingdom. Right? In the time of the Babylonian, with Nebuchadnezzar. Right? With our forefather Daniel. Right? In the time of who? Esther and Mordecai. Right? Right? Keep in mind, in the time of who? The Maccabees. And I show it to you, in the time of the Roman Empire. During the Roman Empire, in the book of Acts chapter 18, what did Claudius say? Claudius, that wicked wretch, he told our forefathers that were living in Rome, the capital, he told them, get out from my land. He said, get out of Italy. He told them that. Right? So let us continue. We're going to read a little bit of this law. We're almost at the end, right? Right, brother and sister? And I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to post this article. So the brother, you can go ahead online and you can look it up. Right? You can look it up, brother. Right? You can go online and look it up. Read it for yourself. Okay? Read it for yourself, right? This is the second article, right? You can look it up, brother. You can look it up.